Could we be witnessing the beginning of the most shocking trade saga in NBA history? What happens when betting odds start favoring a LeBron James move to Dallas, and the basketball world suddenly realizes that the unthinkable might actually be inevitable? The rumors have been swirling for months. But this week, they reached a fever pitch that has Lakers fans nervously checking their phones and Mavericks supporters dreaming of the impossible. According to Bovada, Dallas has emerged as the betting favorite to acquire LeBron James during this season, with odds of minus 120 that should have everyone paying attention to what insiders might already know. The timing couldn't be more dramatic. The 2025-26 NBA season is about a tip-off of the Lakers facing the Golden State Warriors, showcasing a roster that features LeBron alongside Luka Doncic, plus significant new additions like DeAndre Ayton and Marcus Smart. On paper, this looks like a championship-caliber team that should be competing for Western Conference supremacy. But there's a massive elephant in the room that's casting a shadow over everything. LeBron exercised his player option for this season, but notably didn't sign an extension, meaning he'll become a free agent next summer. That decision has sent shockwaves through league circles and opened the floodgates for trade speculation that's reaching unprecedented levels. When a player of LeBron's magnitude doesn't commit long-term, it creates a kind of uncertainty that forces organizations to consider scenarios they never thought possible. The Dallas connection isn't coming out of nowhere. For months, whispers have suggested that the Mavericks will be LeBron's preferred destination if he decides to leave Los Angeles. The appeal is obvious. Reuniting with Kyrie Irving, the teammate who helped him deliver Cleveland's historic 2016 championship, while joining forces with Luka Doncic in what could become the most formidable big three in basketball. Think about what that combination would represent. LeBron's championship experience and basketball IQ, Kyrie's clutch gene and shot-making ability, and Luka's generational talent and playmaking vision, all on the same team. The basketball world would stop and stare at that level of star power concentrated in one organization. The betting odds tell a fascinating story about where smart money thinks the situation is heading. Cleveland sits at plus 350, which makes sense given LeBron's emotional connection to his home state and the possibility of ending his career where it all began. Golden State at plus 450 represents the ultimate super team scenario that would create must-see television. The Knicks at plus 550 offer the bright lights of New York and a massive market stage for LeBron's final act. But Dallas at minus 120 suggests that odds makers believe something significant is brewing behind the scenes. Those aren't speculative odds. Those are the numbers you see when insiders have reason to believe a move is more likely than not. The fact that Dallas is favored over every other destination, including teams with stronger historical connections to LeBron, should make everyone take notice. From Dallas's perspective, this move would represent the ultimate franchise-altering gamble. The Mavericks have been competitive in recent seasons, but haven't quite reached that championship level that their talent suggests they should achieve. Adding LeBron would instantly transform them from contenders into overwhelming favorites, while creating a marketing and media sensation that would put Dallas basketball on the global map. The basketball fit is undeniably intriguing. LeBron's ability to facilitate offense and provide veteran leadership would complement Luka's creative brilliance perfectly. Having two players who can handle primary playmaking duties while also being elite scorers would create matchup nightmares for opposing defenses. Add Kyrie's shot-making ability to that equation, and you're looking at an offensive trio that could be historically dominant. For the Lakers, this situation represents their worst nightmare and potentially their most logical business decision simultaneously. If LeBron is determined to leave next summer anyway, trading him now would allow them to recoup significant value rather than losing him for nothing in free agency. It's the kind of brutal calculation that championship organizations sometimes have to make. The early season performance could be the deciding factor. If the Lakers struggle out of the gate, or if chemistry issues emerge with their new roster construction, the front office might be forced to seriously consider trade offers. Sometimes the writing on the wall becomes too clear to ignore, even when it involves trading a franchise legend. What makes this scenario particularly compelling is the timeline pressure. LeBron is 40 years old and clearly in the final phase of his legendary career. Every decision at this stage carries enormous weight for his legacy, his championship aspirations, and his long-term happiness. if he believes Dallas gives him the best chance at another title, that could override any loyalty considerations. The ripple effects of a LeBron to Dallas trade would be seismic. It would instantly reshape the Western Conference power structure, create new championship favorites, and generate media coverage that would dominate sports headlines for months. The Lakers would be forced into a complete strategic pivot around Luka Doncic, while Dallas would become the most watched team in basketball overnight. The reunion with Kyrie Irving adds an emotional element that can't be ignored. These two players have unfinished business after their incredible championship run together, and the opportunity to chase another title while playing alongside Luka Doncic will be incredibly appealing for both veterans. The clock is ticking on the situation, and every game, every team meeting, every interaction between LeBron and Lakers management will be scrutinized for clues about which direction the saga is heading. When betting odds start favoring a specific outcome this strongly, it usually means something significant is happening behind the scenes. Do you think LeBron would really leave Los Angeles for Dallas? Would this trade create the most dominant Big Three in NBA history? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you think we're about to witness the most shocking trade in basketball history, make sure to hit that like button. Sometimes the most unthinkable scenarios become inevitable when all the pieces start falling into place.